This video will show you how to use Google Drive's Priority tab and Workspaces. These new tools give you two new ways to look at and find your files for easy navigation. Navigate to the Safari web browser and log into drive.google.com with your @g.coppellisd.com credentials to get started. As you can see on the left-hand side of your Google Drive, you have a button called Priority. Tap on Priority to see that at the top we have our Priority space and at the bottom we have Workspaces. Let's focus on Priority first. This top area is where Drive will suggest files to open that you've been working in recently or that you regularly open at a certain time or even throughout the day. The priority space is unpredictable and based on a Google Drive algorithm that determines what goes in there, but it is a handy place to find recent or frequently accessed files. There are a number of things you can do with these files in the priority space. Double tap a file in the priority space to open the file. Tap the vertical ellipses for additional options. From the vertical ellipses menu, you have a variety of options, including previewing the file without opening it, sharing it, and adding it to a workspace. Let's take a look at the option to add to Workspace. This will allow you to add any file to a workspace. Your workspaces can be found at the bottom of your priority menu. Workspaces are areas at the bottom of your priority menu that you can create where you add multiple files from different locations in one easy to find and use spot. This is a different way of working with files and folders. You can have files that are located in multiple folders, including files in your share drive, all be gathered into a single workspace for easy navigation. This is a great way to work on multiple files in one content area for an extended period of time. You might already organize your Google Drive by content area, as I have done here. However, sometimes our content folders can get quite full as we work through the year, and you can end up with many files to sort through. By creating a workspace for each content area, you can streamline your navigation even further. For example, you can create an English Language Arts workspace and add all of the files you need for ELA during a particular period of time, like during the length of a unit or project, into your workspace. While these files may live in your ELA Drive folder, keeping only the current files you're working on in your ELA workspace will make it easy for you to navigate right to the files you're working on now. Once you're finished with a particular file and don't need to access it frequently, you can remove it from your workspace. In order to create a workspace, tap Priority in the left Drive menu. Scroll to the bottom of the priority menu and locate the Workspaces area. Tap Create a Workspace. Give your workspace a title. I'm going to call mine ELA Unit 1. Tap Create. Now that the workspace is created, you have the new option to add files to your existing workspace, as well as to create additional workspaces. You can add files from your recent, My Drive, or shared folder. Find a file you wish to add and then double tap it to add it to your workspace. All the files you add to your workspace will now appear in the Workspace menu. Notice that when adding files, there is a 25 file limit. The reason for this is that your workspace is intended for efficient file navigation. If you add too many files to your workspace, you will lose some of the efficiency. Focus on limiting your workspace to only the files you need right now. Tap Add Files to add additional files to your workspace, and tap Done when you are finished. Now you can see I have multiple workspaces created, one for each content area. Each workspace appears as a tile at the bottom of the priority menu. Double tap a file to open it. To open an extended file menu, single tap the file and then tap the vertical ellipses. The extended menu will provide you additional options for previewing, opening, and even sharing your file without actually opening it to speed up your workflow. To edit one of your workspaces, tap on the vertical ellipses next to that workspace. From here, you can rename, hide, or remove your workspace. If you remove a workspace, don't worry, the files aren't deleted. They can still be found in your Drive folder structure. By removing your workspace, you are simply removing the quick access to those files in the Workspaces menu. Hiding your workspace allows you to hide the workspace from view, but also allows you to return to it as needed. Access your hidden workspaces by scrolling to the bottom of your Priority tab, then tapping Hidden Workspaces. You can pull a hidden workspace back into the Workspaces tile view by tapping the drop-down menu and then tapping Unhide Workspace. Your unhidden workspace will reappear in the tile view of your Workspaces menu. I hope this video has been helpful to you in understanding Google Drive's priority menu and workspaces and in increasing your efficiency in navigating Google.